This is Football Talks. I am Adam. Welcome along to the show, everybody. And tonight we have some breaking news. We have a Premier League. Here we go. And it involves Chelsea and their pursuit of Jamie Gittens from Borussia Dortmund. Fabrice Hawkins has broken the news that Borussia Dortmund have accepted their latest bid from Chelsea. And Romano has backed that up with a "here we go." And he has also backed Fabrice Hawkins in him releasing that news first of all. Chelsea fans, talk to me right now. Is this the player that you wanted? There was talk of Garnacho going to Chelsea. Obviously, we know at Chelsea right now at Stamford Bridge, we have got a situation developing there where you've got Mudryk leaving. Sancho has been sent back to Manchester United. That cost them $5 million. Felix, obviously, as well, another player that is leaving Chelsea, not wanting to wait around, it would seem, even while in the Club World Cup. Chelsea getting business done. And it looks like attacker number 2 is on the way, backing up the Liam Delap sale for $30 million. Apparently, this bid is in and around €60 million, 55 plus 5 in add-ons. Now, there is a lot to go with this as well. There's a lot to actually put into what's happening with Chelsea. They've got to make room in that front line. Obviously, they have got an abundance of talent in there as well. Obviously, with bringing Liam Delap in on top, they have got the likes of Madueke. They've got the likes of Cole Palmer in there as well. Enzo. There is plenty of talent already there, but they wanted one more player in. They wanted someone to come in and play up front. And obviously, we've known from what Maresca has been talking about in his press conferences, they are looking for an attacker. They're looking for a winger. It looks like Chelsea are the latest team right up there in the Champions League places to get business moving again. Now, taking their spend so far in this transfer window upwards of around about the £90 million mark. Now, if this is true, and he is, in fact, and this is how quickly this moved. So from conversations happening to a medical tonight. Now, both Borussia Dortmund and Chelsea are in the Club World Cup. So, they can get this done well over in the States. This is madness, isn't it? This is what the Club World Cup has actually brought out. A different scenario altogether than the normal transfer window. And this actually could work out perfectly for Chelsea. Just being out there, being able to negotiate face-to-face with both representatives, with both having representation out there in America. And yeah, it's one that's just managed to be finalised because of the chance opportunity of them both playing in the Club World Cup. But a medical tonight, that's a big move from Chelsea, That's a big move. And obviously, everybody's been waiting around to see. But now, Chelsea have got apparently the biggest amount of freedom within PSR for this next financial year as well. So they're making their moves happen now. This will probably be finalised perfectly for the July financial year. Obviously, on Monday's the last day of June. And then obviously on Tuesday, then we move forward into a new financial year for PSR. So Chelsea comfortably in the best position in the Premier League. I think they could spend or overspend by $200 million simply because of the loopholes that they have found within PSR and getting around it. Some would say not fair, selling the women's team, selling hotels. Look, they're in a prime location there in London, and their property is probably worth a lot more than your average football club because of that. That postcode pays a lot. I think we all know that. If you've been in and around Stamford Bridge, you know where it is in Chelsea. And that area is a lucrative one. So they've got a lot for the hotel. They've got a lot for the women's team, one of the best women's teams in the world. Don't forget that. And they've got all of this then to reinvest. It is a huge loophole. And this isn't it for Chelsea, this window. They are going to spend a lot more. Are they going to go in for another striker with Delap just going in? Obviously, they're looking to move Nicholas Jackson on. Gittens is their man, though, and that was the winger that they wanted. And it's a good signing. It is a good signing. It also opens the door up for other clubs' situations. Obviously, he's got a big dealing with Manchester United as well, Jamie Gittens' deal, because they sent Sancho back to make space for Gittens. It cost them $5 million to send him back. Obviously, Sancho has probably got ties with Borussia Dortmund, but they couldn't afford him. Now with €60 million in the bank, do Dortmund then in fact go and try and take Jadon Sancho to Germany again? Sancho would be open to making that move happen as well, by the way. And so this Gittens deal does have a few ripple effects going around within the Premier League, particularly, like I said, with Manchester United. So Gittens in at Chelsea. Potential for Sancho to move? Yes. Potential for Garnacho to move to Chelsea? Completely wiped out. I think that's another reason that this is a big move, but particularly with Manchester United and their involvement in this. Maresca was looking at either Garnacho or Gittens and the decision has been made. I think Gittens is the safer bet. And you know what? I think a lot of what Garnacho did the other day in his post, wearing that Aston Villa shirt, if you're Maresca right now and you've got that many players in your dressing room, which Chelsea do have, busloads, you don't want a problem player coming into your football club. What is your safer bet at the moment? There isn't one Manchester United player that's a safe bet. Nobody wants to spend any money on United players. Nobody does. This, I think, is key. And obviously, as a United fan, looking in on everyone else's work as well here, I look at this and I go, I would, if I was Chelsea, not buy Garnacho. I would go for Gittens. I think Chelsea have made the right choice. I really do. I think that scenario right there is the right one for them to go with. I think Gittens gives them a lot more of a safer option going forward. I think he's a better player at the moment than Garnacho as well, and where he's at in his career. Garnacho obviously needs to rediscover himself, but he needs to get a grip first of all. I think Gittens has got it all going on. And I think Maresca probably looks at that more than anything else. And again, that's two Man United players they could have had this summer that they've said no to and gone with the Borussia Dortmund option. Does Garnacho have a chance of going to Germany? I don't think he wants to go. I honestly don't know where Garnacho will actually go for United, but it's all about Chelsea, this one. And again, their second, here we go, of the summer. Both of these transfers done quite quickly for them, and it is only just getting started for Chelsea. There are bigger things to come for them as well, and I do think that Gittens is the start for them. Like, Delap was just done simply because they wanted a striker in before the Club World Cup. That was it. That's what they wanted to get done. They wanted a player in. They could bring a player in because of the new transfer rule. And in goes Liam Delap. Gittens, they probably took their time with and seen an opportunity, like I said, while they were out there. But you tell me, Chelsea fans, are you happy with that signing? And do you think that Chelsea can actually challenge? And I mean, can Chelsea, with the amount of money they've got to spend and the squad that they have got, get into the comment section on this. Is this the start of a big spend for Chelsea? Can they spend enough to make you feel like they could challenge for the title? Stranger things have happened. If they spend right with the size of that squad that they've already got and the quality that they've got there, can Chelsea actually mount and sustain a challenge for the Premier League this season? It's a big ask because obviously Liverpool are miles ahead of everybody with what they've done in their window. But is there an opportunity for Chelsea to really make a statement here? And what do they need to bring in past Jamie Gittens and Liam Delap right now? But that is one more player in for Chelsea. Here we go tonight. Medical, in fact, tonight for Jamie Gittens from Borussia Dortmund. 55 million plus 5 million in add-ons is the fee that is being reported by Romano. And that is Chelsea's second big signing of the summer. Is it good enough for them? Drop your comments in below. Let me know, Chelsea fans. Are you happy with that signing? Can Chelsea really make a mark in this window to give you the confidence that they can actually mount a challenge and go past that Champions League qualification this season and go one step closer to Liverpool and Manchester City? Let's see. Hit that subscribe button up on your screen as well, everybody. Pop a like on the video if you're loving the constant updates here on Football Talks. I'll see you all in the next video.